We saw Ryan Garcia beat the brakes off Devin Haney, right? We saw him beat the brakes off Devin Haney. Came in overweight. Was not, so with him being overweight, he wasn't up for the belt that Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, that is, he wasn't up for the belt that Devin Haney that he possessed. It wasn't supposed to be a title fight, but it ended up not being because he was overweight. Was alleged that he was drinking beer at the weigh-in, which is weird.
There won't no alleged,
but I have a report on that. But
I got you. I got you. I spoke to some. Go ahead.
Yeah. But then it also came out that he tested positive for a banned substance. So, and there was also stories around him leading up to that fight that he was going crazy, and he was allegedly. So, D-Lo, how do you feel about this whole Ryan Garcia situation, and do you believe that he actually juiced?
So let's answer the last question first. I don't put it past him. We've had conversations about juicing before with other athletes.
For sure.
Our favorite athlete, and I said I wouldn't put it past him. We don't know these individuals. We don't know these people. We think we know them, but we don't know them because what they put out on, what they release in social media, what we see on an ongoing basis, that's just what we see. We don't actually know these people. I think his last fight, he got, I don't want to say he got beat pretty badly, but
Tank Davis beat him. He beat him up.
Yeah, he ended, the fight ended with a body shot. So, and before that, I think Ryan Garcia was like beating people pretty.
Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia was fast. He's a good boxer.
He's
a good boxer for sure.
Yeah, he's a good boxer. He has a couple knockouts, and so I feel like, again, these are allegeds. I feel like if he was to do that, this would be a good reason to do it. Come back. It's the first fight he came back since the Tank fight, right? So it's the first fight since being knocked out by Tank. These two individuals, Tank and Devin, kind of fight similar a little bit, and so you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to lose that type of fight again. I could definitely see him juicing for that. As far as the situation is concerned about swarming around Ryan Garcia right now, and is he going crazy? What's going on with him? He's come out and said that, he wanted people to think he was crazy before the fight. So all the attention would be on him, so it would gain more notoriety for that fight, so on and so forth. But he's actually not crazy, which is, I didn't read that the beer was fake that he was drinking after he was overweight. But when I said that, knowing what I know he said, I was like, oh, well, maybe I spoke too quick. So, I mean, boxing is a very physical sport. We know that individuals have gone on to have different type of illnesses and ailments following their boxing career. The most notable would be Muhammad Ali, who had Parkinson's disease from too many headshots and all of that stuff. So I mean, and we actually, there has been a fighter that died in the ring, right? So I mean,
and
like boxing's
also a fighter that got hit in the back of the head and had to learn how to walk again, was in a coma. A lot of stuff, bro. Yeah, exactly.
So you always hear stories about football and CTE. Boxing could easily be in that same category when we talk about head injuries and all that type of stuff. So that too, also, I wouldn't be surprised if he was actually going crazy. Maybe that's not the right word to say if we're talking about, but I wouldn't be surprised if we were seeing him deteriorate slowly in front of our eyes. But he has gone on record and said he is not, is all an act. And so
so just to get into the craziness, he was going off talking about that he was tied down and he was forced to watch little kids get assaulted, quote unquote. He said he knows about, quote unquote, Bohemian Grove and knows the star elites that do all of these things. And he went off on Andrew Tate's podcast and had a phone call with him where he was talking about all of this stuff. And he was, seeing the different interviews, twitching and acting weird, but he was saying it was all a publicity stunt. He came out and said it was a publicity stunt. As far as the beer bottle that he drank from, he went on the PBD podcast and said that it was filled with apple juice and sparkling water. Now, he said that out of his own mouth. Now, whether or not that's true or not, who knows? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But
he said that.
We didn't say that. Right, exactly. That's the second time you said that, so you know that's the title. But it's one of those things where, like you said, bro, we wouldn't put it past our favorite athlete to be juicing. We wouldn't put it past Ryan Garcia either, because a lot of these players, it's been known through history of sports. A lot of these players would do anything to get the edge on the next man, to be named as the greatest, to be named as the home run king, to be named as the greatest boxer ever, to be named as the greatest basketball player ever. A lot of these people have gone the extra mile to have the edge on the next man. And I wouldn't put it past Ryan Garcia if he did. Now, it is alleged that he tested positive for ostarine. It's not a steroid, but it does stimulate muscle growth. So it's one of those things where it's a banned substance in boxing for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That he tested positive for that. He's coming out saying that he doesn't know even where to get the banned substance from. If it's in his system, he don't know how it got there, how he tested positive for it. So he's denying these allegations vehemently. You know what I'm saying? So
I just thought the apology or the denial was kind of weird. He had those two individuals standing behind him. The one girl, everything he was saying, she was like, yeah. I'm like,
why are you acting like this, bro?
What is their purpose? Facts. What is their purpose? Like they had no value to that
no
video.
Value at all.
So and my fault to cut you off, but that just popped in my head.
Yeah, man. But it's like, now you got so initially, whenever Ryan Garcia got beat up by, I'm gonna say beat up because he got beat up. When he got beat up by Gervonta Davis, you had Conor McGregor in the locker room showing him support. But now Conor McGregor's coming out and saying, nah, he was cheated. He cheated that way in, and now they saying he juicing. He deserves a lifetime ban from boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So it's one of those things, man, where. And now he got the whole beef going on with Gervonta Davis, with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and then you got the beef going on with Devin Haney's dad and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather supposedly told Ryan Garcia to go into the weigh-in overweight. You know what I'm saying?
He said that.
He said that. We ain't say it. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's one of the things, man.
That's what
that's what she said. But that's what I wouldn't put it past them, because it's in the history books in sports in general that men will these men will do what they can to have a leg up on the next man and to be able to have that kind of advantage. So does he deserve a lifetime ban? I don't think so, man. There's been people in that have been reportedly juicing, in sports that haven't received lifetime bans, and in boxing as well. So I don't think he deserves a ban. And if it's really true that he doesn't know how it got in the system, he don't know where to get it from, cool. All right. But they all say that. That's true. And you've seen people who have said that have juiced, that have gotten banned and are not in the Hall of Fames for it. You know what I'm saying? So did he juice? Allegedly. That's what he said. We ain't say it.
That's what they say.
We ain't say that. We ain't say it. But we're gonna see how everything comes up, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some coverage on this within the coming weeks. So we'll let y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments if y'all are real boxing fans. Me personally, I don't watch a lot of boxing, but I do watch some, some main events every once in a while. And I did happen to be interested in this one. I didn't watch the fight, but I watched the highlights from it. And it did seem like, I ain't gonna say that. Allegedly, he was in there with a lot of vigor and a lot of anger and a lot of advantage on Devin. So, you still here? So that must mean you love the content. And if that is the case, there's a video on the screen right here. Go ahead and click that, view that. We think you're gonna love that one as well. And we still have the 600 subscriber goal. And if you see the top right hand corner, there's a button on the screen. Go ahead and click that, subscribe to the channel. And we're on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcasts.